Our Barbados cherry has officially died. It did not make the cold. So, time to replant it. But this time, I'm going to move it to a different location. I also had over here an apricot that did not do good at all. Well, this was a star fruit, which I'm going to replant a star fruit here. Also died. Here it was an apricot that it never did good. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to replant Barbados cherry. It's one of the cherries that do very well here in Florida. Obviously does not like the heat. It's not like a regular cherry. Very, very high in vitamin C. So I'm going to show you real quick how we plant it. All right. So we want to dig a hole. Obviously, I know where you got to be careful around the house because there might be things underneath, cables, pipes. So here, this house was built. I know exactly kind of when things are, but I'm still very careful. So you want to dig about a foot. You want to stick. See, nothing nice and clear. Oh, I hit something. Another rock. We just pulled another big rock from down there. Trying to remove those big rocks. There you go. Another big rock. And then you want to kind of stick it. Put it down. You want to see these roots.
It looks root bound.
A little bit, yeah. So what do you do when it's root bound? You untangle them. Untangle them. And what is root bound? Root bound is when the roots are just going in circles and circles and circles and circles. What that happens if you just plant it straight up like that, the tree is gonna think is gonna stay in a pot, it's gonna think it's in a pot, and it's just gonna keep growing, and eventually over the years, it's just gonna choke itself, and you're gonna say, this tree never grew good. It's gonna be 2-3 years, and you see the tree pretty much staying stunt, doesn't really grow much, and that's from being root bound. See, I was just going around and around. I know you got to be a little gentle, but not that gentle. Just let them go free a little bit. Let it go free like that. And that's pretty much good. Then when you plant it, they will look out. So as you always know, if you're new, you're gonna see you don't want to go below. You want to keep it above. And I like putting it actually a little bit higher, like just a couple inches, an inch or two higher. And the reason is over time, the ground's gonna sink down. But before I do that, I like to put Miko's. Not sponsored, nothing. I just always bought this. It helps really good. It just creates mycorrhiza underneath the ground. It doesn't hurt. It allows it's this fungus that allows to get nutrients to the tree, and in exchanges, so the tree gives it sugar, and the mycorrhiza gives it the nutrients that the tree needs. So that's all. You just plant it like that. I like to put a little bit more. I'll put this rock down there. I'm gonna put the other rock so I could grab nice and solid. And same thing when you do the hole, try not to make it into a circle. Always trying to make it more like a square and go wider, so the roots could go right through the ground. So with that, should help it not sink down. So now we're gonna go stick it down. You gotta see where the tree is gonna aim and where the sun is. Everything counts. So you gotta see. So we know the sun comes from that south and it ends all the way over there. So then you gotta see, I have the graph where you want it to grow. So the tree naturally is gonna follow the light. So I'm gonna put the part that is away from the sun. That way it leans, because if I put it like this, it's always gonna grow that way. So even think of that when you're planting. You can't just plant it just because you drop it and that's it. So right about there. Looks good. Yep. So here we go. And I like to put a little bit more. I know it does not hurt them. You just sprinkle it around. Does not hurt. There you go. Then I'm gonna put the soil that I took out. right around there. Right around there. Again, the soil here in Florida, it's, as you see, sand. It's wet because it rained last night, which is good. But usually once it dries up, it's just sand. This tree does very, very, very well. It was bought in Walmart, I believe. Not bad for the price, for the size. So then what you do, you step on it, you compact it, all the way. It's okay. You can step on it. And bees love this tree. If you want a pollinator and you want fruits too, this is the tree to get. Now I put it a little closer to the house. Maybe if it gets cold again, it could handle it better. And after you do that, yeah, what do? You water it. And you want to water it to get all the air gaps right out. All the air underneath. So the water will sink in and will make a nice water and take all the air out of the ground. So again, you want to not suffocate the roots. And what I like to put, because as you see, here's grass. I'm not gonna mulch everything because we want it also to look pretty good. So Amazon, best thing ever. Why I went to this, because I had before myself, you know, when you're cutting it and it could kill the tree. Then I had the guy who came and cut as well. He did the same thing. He killed one of my other nice cherries. So I was like, let's resolve that problem. But before you do that, you want to make sure you get rid of these. You want to make sure you get rid of these for sure. This is just for the shipment. And you want to get every single one out. Because if you don't, over time, these will choke the tree. And you can already see here. And it will grow and it will stop the growth of the tree. See how's a little cover start just pull this out. Now if it's leaning, if it's weak, you could tighten and tie the rope, but never like that how it was. Again, this is just for transportation. Easy peasy. It's up. And oh, the good thing about these, you could put multiple, so if the tree keeps growing, you could expand it. So right there, put it down. That's it. And I'm gonna go get some water. No. You want to soak it around. You start to see some of the roots coming out right here. If you come around, you see the roots. So that's easy. Just covering. See the roots right there. It's fine. Some might say, yeah, you can mulch it as well. I'm like, yeah, I don't. It would be better, but again, this is more of the grass area. I'm not gonna mulch this. And then over time, all this grass is just gonna grow again all around. It works.